Have you ever reached for a handful of nuts, thinking you're making a healthy choice, only to wonder if they're truly good for you as you age? It's a question so many of us over 65 are asking, and the answer might surprise you. A study from the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that eating the wrong kinds of nuts regularly could increase your risk of heart disease by up to 48%, especially for those of us in our golden years. That's not just a number. It's a wake-up call for seniors across America who want to stay vibrant and independent. Every day, millions of us enjoy nuts as a quick snack, but some of the most common ones in our kitchen cabinets might be quietly raising our blood pressure, triggering inflammation, or even affecting our memory. There's one nut in particular. Stay with me until the end to find out which one. That's been linked to a toxic compound that can build up over time, potentially harming your liver, kidneys, and brain if you eat it too often. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up nuts altogether. Scientists have uncovered which nuts can truly nourish your body as you age, supporting your heart, brain, and overall well-being, and which ones you might want to leave behind. Today, I'm going to walk you through 4 gentle, science-backed nuts you should embrace and 4 you might want to avoid so you can make choices that help you feel your best, whether you're 65, 75, or beyond. So grab a warm drink, get comfortable, and let's explore this together. Why does choosing the right nuts matter so much as we get older? As we age, many of us start to notice little changes in our bodies. Maybe your energy isn't what it used to be, or you're more careful about your heart health, or you're looking for ways to keep your mind sharp for the years ahead. These are natural shifts, but they can still affect how we live each day. That's why so many seniors across America are searching for simple, natural ways to stay healthy. Ways to keep enjoying the things we love, like baking for our grandkids, tending to our gardens, or simply feeling confident in our bodies. We all want to hold on to our independence, to keep making memories with the people we care about, without worrying about our health holding us back. But here's something many of us don't realize. The nuts we choose to snack on can either support us in these goals or quietly work against us. Research shows that some nuts can increase inflammation, raise blood pressure, or even interfere with the medications so many of us rely on, while others can protect our hearts, boost our brains, and help us feel stronger. The super seniors who thrive well into their 80s and 90s often share a simple secret. They're thoughtful about the nuts they eat, choosing ones that nourish their bodies and avoiding ones that might cause harm. These choices don't require a big overhaul, just small, gentle steps that can make a big difference over time. Let's explore these nuts together, starting with the ones that can truly support your health as you age. Let's begin with a nut that's like a gentle friend for your aging body, almonds. These little gems are packed with calcium and vitamin E, working together to keep your bones strong as the years go by, a concern so many of us share. As we age, our bones naturally become more fragile, but just a quarter cup of almonds each day offers about 97 milligrams of calcium, helping to slow the bone loss that often speeds up after 65. What makes almonds so special is their magnesium, a nutrient many of us lack, which helps guide calcium to your bones instead of letting it settle in your arteries, where it could cause trouble. Their healthy monounsaturated fats also support your heart by lowering LDL cholesterol, which is so important as heart risks rise with age. I suggest enjoying 15 to 20 raw or dry roasted almonds daily. Skip the salted ones to keep things gentle on your blood pressure. With 3.5 grams of fiber per serving, almonds can also help ease constipation, a challenge for nearly 40% of us seniors. Research from Tufts University shows their antioxidants can even protect your brain cells, potentially slowing cognitive decline, a fear many of us hold as we age. When buying almonds, choose ones still in their skin for extra flavonoids that boost their protective power and be sure to chew them thoroughly to avoid any choking risks. It's a small, simple step that can make your body feel stronger and more supported. Next, let's talk about a nut that feels like a warm embrace for your mind. Walnuts. Shaped a bit like the brain they nurture, walnuts are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that keeps your brain cells strong and supports clear thinking, something we all want to hold on to. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors eating just 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily for 8 weeks saw a noticeable improvement in processing speed and mental flexibility. Their polyphenolic compounds can cross the blood-brain barrier, reducing inflammation in your neural tissues and possibly slowing conditions like Alzheimer's or dementia. Walnuts also offer melatonin, which naturally declines as we age, helping to ease the sleep troubles many of us face. Try a small handful in the evening to support your sleep cycle. Plus, their arginine and polyphenol improve blood vessel function and reduce oxidative stress, complementing any blood pressure medications you might be taking. To keep their delicate oils fresh, store walnuts in the fridge and aim for 7 to 9 halves a day. Cracking them yourself can be a gentle hand exercise to keep your fingers nimble, and don't shy away from their slight bitterness. It's a sign of their powerful antioxidants working to protect you. Adding walnuts to your day is like giving your brain a little love, helping you stay sharp for the moments that matter. Now let's look at a nut that might just become your new favorite, pistachios. These little green gems are a quiet hero for seniors, especially when it comes to keeping your blood pressure in check, a concern for so many of us. They have an impressive potassium to sodium ratio, with about 285 milligrams of potassium per serving and naturally low sodium, helping to balance the sodium retention that often increases as our kidneys age. This can lower systolic blood pressure by 3 to 5 points, similar to some medications, but without the side effects. Pistachios also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids that protect the macula of your eye, helping to guard against age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss after 60. Their satisfying crunch is gentle on aging teeth, and their green and purple hues signal antioxidants that fight the free radicals, speeding up aging in your body. Shelling pistachios slows down your eating, making it a mindful experience that's good for your brain, and the empty shells help you keep track of your portions. A study in the International Journal of Obesity found this visual cue helps prevent overeating. For those with arthritis, look for partially open pistachios to make shelling easier, and aim for about 49 pistachios a day, unsalted or lightly salted to keep things heart-friendly. With 3 grams of fiber per ounce, they also help regulate blood sugar, a blessing for the 25% of us over 65 with diabetes or prediabetes. It's a small habit that can bring a big sense of calm to your body. Topping our list is a nut that's small but mighty, Brazil nuts. These are a true ally for your thyroid, an often overlooked part of senior health that can affect how you feel each day. Brazil nuts are the richest food source of selenium, with just one nut providing 96 micrograms, 137% of our daily needs. This is so important because thyroid issues affect up to 20% of us over 65, often going unnoticed as symptoms get mistaken for normal aging. Selenium helps convert thyroid hormone into its active form, supporting your energy, metabolism, and even your mood, helping you feel more like yourself. Brazil nuts also have fatty acids that protect myelin, the coating around your nerve cells that can wear down with age, helping you stay coordinated and sharp. Their selenium is organically bound, making it more bioavailable than supplements, so your body can use it better. With a rich, creamy texture, just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day are enough to feel satisfied. Don't overdo it, as too much selenium can be counterproductive. Choose nuts still in their shells to preserve their nutrients, and store them in the fridge to keep their fats from going rancid. Their fiber and natural oils also support bowel regularity, a comfort for many of us, and their sweet, buttery flavor makes them a wholesome swap for less healthy snacks. Emerging research even suggests their antioxidants may protect telomeres, the caps on your chromosomes, potentially slowing cellular aging. Adding a Brazil nut to your day is like giving your body a little boost of care. Now that we've explored 4 wonderful nuts that can nourish your body and spirit, let's gently shift to the ones you might want to approach with a little more caution. These nuts, while popular, can pose challenges for us as we age, and understanding their risks can help you make choices that truly support your well-being. Let's take a closer look together. First on our list to limit is a snack many of us have loved for years: peanuts. It might surprise you, but peanuts aren't true nuts. They're legumes that grow underground, which makes them prone to mold and aflatoxins, toxins that can harm your liver and raise cancer risk, especially as our detox systems slow with age. For us seniors, peanuts can also trigger low-grade inflammation, even without an allergy, which can worsen joint pain, heart stress, and cognitive decline, 3 areas we're already vulnerable in. Their high omega-6 fatty acids add to this inflammation, as most of us already get too much omega-6 compared to omega-3s. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, the vitamin K in peanuts can interfere with your medication, a risk often overlooked by doctors. Commercial peanut butters often add hydrogenated oils, excess sodium, and sugars, putting extra strain on your heart, and even natural ones can have salt that raises blood pressure, a concern for the 63% of us with hypertension. Improperly stored peanuts can turn rancid, creating harmful free radicals, and the dry roasting process produces acrylamide, a compound linked to faster cognitive decline. If peanuts have been a staple for you, don't worry. You can start by swapping them for one of our recommended nuts a few days a week, giving your body a gentler option to thrive. Next, let's talk about cashews, a nut that might seem like a healthy choice, but can be tricky for us over 65. Unlike true tree nuts, cashews have a higher carbohydrate content, about 9 grams per ounce, with less fiber to balance it, which can spike blood sugar, a concern for the 25% of us with diabetes and 48% with prediabetes. Many of us eat them freely, not realizing their impact on glucose levels, and their smooth, curved shape makes them a choking hazard, especially if swallowing is a challenge. Cashews are also high in oxalates, which can bind to calcium, reducing absorption, a worry for those of us at risk for osteoporosis, and may increase kidney stone risk, which rises after 60. The processing to remove urushiol, a toxic compound in cashews, uses high heat that damages their nutrients, and commercial versions are often oil roasted and salted, adding unhealthy fats and sodium that strain your heart. Cashews also have enzyme inhibitors that can hinder protein digestion, already a challenge as we age, and their creamy texture makes them easy to overeat, which can lead to weight gain. If you've been enjoying cashews, consider gradually replacing them with walnuts or almonds for a more senior-friendly option. It's a small change that can make a big difference. Macadamia nuts, while delicious, can be a heavier choice for us as we age, mainly due to their high caloric density, about 200 calories per ounce, the highest of any nut. As our metabolism slows, this can make weight management harder, and their 22 grams of fat per ounce can strain gallbladder function, which often weakens with age. For the 15% of us with silent gallstones, macadamias might trigger painful flare-ups. They also have a high amount of saturated fat, around 3 grams per ounce, which can raise LDL cholesterol, a concern for many of us. Their hardness poses a dental risk, especially with crowns, bridges, or weakened teeth, common after 65. Macadamias are pricey, which might lead to buying lower quality, Rancid nuts that expose you to oxidized fats. Often salted and oil roasted, they add sodium and damage fats, and their rich flavor can lead to overeating, especially if your taste sensitivity has dulled with age. Many of us think they're heart healthy, but studies on nuts and heart health often exclude high-fat types like macadamias. If macadamias are a favorite, try pistachios instead for a lighter, more balanced choice that still feels satisfying. Finally, we come to the nut that might be the most challenging for us seniors: pine nuts. They pose serious risks because they contain compounds that can interfere with over 60% of common medications, like blood pressure drugs, statins, and antidepressants, potentially reducing their effectiveness or causing dangerous side effects, a risk rarely mentioned by doctors. Pine nuts can also cause pine mouth syndrome, a bitter, metallic taste that lasts for weeks, which can reduce appetite and lead to nutritional decline. Studies show up to 42% of those affected lose significant weight. This syndrome seems to hit older adults harder, possibly due to changes in taste receptors and detox pathways. Pine nuts' high polyunsaturated fats oxidize quickly, creating inflammatory compounds that worsen conditions like arthritis, and their small, slippery texture makes them an aspiration risk, especially with dry mouth from medications, common in over 70% of us on multiple prescriptions. They also have enzyme inhibitors that hinder protein digestion, and in dishes like pesto, their high oil content adds calories that challenge weight management. Most concerning, some pine nut varieties may speed up age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in seniors. If pine nuts are part of your routine, it might be time to gently step away and choose a safer option like almonds or walnuts instead. There you have it. 4 nourishing nuts to embrace like almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, and 4 to approach with caution like peanuts, cashews, macadamias, and pine nuts. I want to thank you for taking this time to care for yourself, for making space to learn, reflect, and grow. That's a gift you're giving yourself, and it matters. I know it can feel like a lot, so many ideas to take in. But health isn't about doing everything at once. It's about small, thoughtful steps that add up over time. Maybe tomorrow, you swap out a handful of peanuts for some almonds. Maybe next week, you add a Brazil nut to your morning routine. These little choices build into habits, and those habits can help you feel stronger, healthier, and more vibrant at any age, whether you're 65, 75, or beyond. I always say this: aging isn't about slowing down, it's about refining. You've got the wisdom, the experience, and now the chance to use that wisdom to live more fully with a body that supports the life you love. If this video helped you, I hope you'll share it with someone you care about, a friend, a sibling, a neighbor. You never know how one small idea can change someone's day or even their future. And if you'd like to keep learning with us, we're here every week at Nature's Wisdom with practical, gentle advice to support healthy aging, one conversation at a time. Let me know in the comments, which of these nuts are you already enjoying, and which one are you excited to try? Do you have a favorite nut that makes you feel your best? I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, take care of yourself. You're worth every bit of it.